The vast county of Marsabit has been grappling with tribalism and ethnic clashes for quite some time. In many cases, the conflicts have even led to brutal killings among the different communities living in the county. Majority of its residents here are pastoralists who move from one place to another due to their nomadic lifestyle. Borana, Gabra, Rendile, Samburu, Turkana and Dasnach communities have in many cases fought over resources.
The resources is first of all the livestock and then even pasture and water.
Local politicians have been blamed not once for instigating the hatred and infightings, especially during elections, pre or post-election period.
Senator, governor, and the women representative from Marsabit County must record statement tomorrow.
Nakumbuka vizuri mwaka wa 2012 kuna watoto wa shule hii waliuawa kwa sababu ya nakuta wakati mwingine jamii haielewani.
In 2012 and 2013, before and even after the March general election, dozens of people were killed in Moyale town, and similar clashes reoccurred in January 2014. Several houses were torched and thousands forced to flee for their lives.
For the communities of our borderlands, conflict has been common. Poverty and violence have followed in its wake.
Hasara ni kwetu, hasara ni kwa watoto wetu. Tunaumizana sisi wenyewe, watu wanachomewa nyumba, mtu ametia bidii akajenga nyumba yake inachomwa, anaanza chini.
The elites are also one of the cause, which is also attributed to the politics, because it's the elites who run for political offices. And for them to be able to achieve that, they have to be identified with a certain ethnic community. And for you to be identified, then you must be seen, being very active during conflict, or, being seen to have been able to help your community to secure a piece of land.
At times, political conflicts become more deadly. On the 12th of July 2005 in Turbi Trading Center, the climax of the violence between Borana and Gabra was experienced. Raiders believed to be Boranas from Ethiopia crossed into Kenya and massacred tens of Gabras, mainly women and children. To date, the victims say that no culprit has been brought to book concerning the killings and that they are yet to be compensated. This sacred site is where over 60 people who lost their lives during the famous Turbi massacre were laid to rest almost 12 years ago. That was the darkest day in the history of Marsabit County as far as ethnic clashes are concerned. The search for peace has never been easy in this county, even for politicians. Less than a year after the massacre, Marsabit County leaders including former Laisamis Member of Parliament, the late Titus Ngoyoni, late Dr. Bonaya Godana of North Hor, the late Abdi Sasura of Saku and his Moyale counterpart Guracha Galgalo, with other government leaders including the then Assistant Minister for Internal Security Mirugi Kariuki, who led the delegation to Marsabit, perished in a plane crash while on a peace mission. The delegation had been expected to discuss ways to eliminate the constant tribal killings over land, water points and cattle rustling in Marsabit before their peace journey was cut short by the mid-morning crash. The ill-fated Kenyan Y-12 military plane carrying the legislators and other officials went down a hill and burst into flames, killing at least 11 in Marsabit on a rainy Monday morning. Since then, the search for peace by all the relevant stakeholders has become key in this vast county. Caritas, the Catholic Diocese of Marsabit in particular, has been at the forefront when it comes to inter-community peace initiatives. The Peace Ambassadors program, which is under the Justice and Peace Department, is one of their key ways of linking the warring communities in a bid to reconcile them all. The program was initially started by students from the St. Paul Secondary School in Marsabit. This is a youth peace exchange program between warring communities.
Serious conflict between Gabra and Rendille, that is between communities living in Maikona and Kargi. These youths, they said, we want to go to these communities ourselves and preach peace. And that is what they did. And through that, we borrowed that idea and said, then we can support these youths to go and be able to stay there.
It could be a testimony that those communities from which these young students, especially who completed Form 4 and are waiting to go to university, could agree and freely choose to go across to the neighboring community to demonstrate that they had no malice, they had no enmity with the neighbors and would like to build peace among themselves.
Kwanza watu hawakufikiria kwamba watu jamii kama hawa wanaweza kutangamana na watu wapote kuishi katika moja. Kuna wakati wa majaribio watu walikuwa wanafanya ugomvi, lakini wakati vijana hawa walikuja waliweza kukaa katika jamii na ikaonekana matunda ya amani imeanza.
The program has also brought about intermarriages among different communities through the peace ambassadors.
Tukakutana, tukapendana, yeye ni Mrendile, mimi ni Mgabra.
Peace ambassador is an agent of change. It has really created inter-community conflict to stop, and particularly Gabra, Rendile, we have now turned to be one family.
Aside from tutoring, a peace ambassador is also given another huge responsibility during their tenure with the host community.
To interact with the community members, with the local leaders like the chiefs, the elders, the women, and other youths of the age bracket. They are also supposed to establish or strengthen peace club in the schools.
As a members of peace ambassador, nataka tuende kwa Manyata to preach for the peace.
Mnasoma darasa la 7. I am a member of peace club.
These children were brought together from different primary schools and ethnic backgrounds within Marsabit County for a peace camp with the aim of having them interact, share meals and gifts, play together and learn about peace. These activities are not only meant to build confidence and trust among them, but also to help them understand that they can live together as one people.
I have a new friend from Elebo Primary School. Her name was Fatuma, and other one was Diramu. And from Funagombe I have a friend who's called Adi.
Hakuna kitendo chochote ambayo inaweza fanyikana bila amani. Muhimu ni amani kwa hii dunia.
This program currently we are running in 16 schools in the county, 16 primary schools. As I said, 20 peace ambassadors. Some schools have 2 and others have 1 depending on the locality and the region where the school is located.
4,346,000.
Kargi Primary School is one of the beneficiaries of the Peace Ambassadors program.
We are getting teachers who help the children in teaching, and also it also promotes peace among the 2 communities
These children are very innocent, and the yearning for peace is very clear in their messages.
Is something you can't buy. You will not catch it from the sky. War and conflict we must avoid so that the beauty of life may be enjoyed.
All that they want is a peaceful society, a peaceful nation, and a peaceful world that they can live in without having to fear their neighbors.
Children so might suffer, lose the innocent while they suffer. We should fight for peace instead, war not love, we should spread.
Nimejitolea kama vijana na nimejitolea kwa roho mzuri kuendeleza na kueneza amani katika hii jamii.
If we take that knowledge of saying peace starts by somebody or peace starts by me, then it is definite that that peace will spread to everybody.
These young ones are hopeful that the Peace Ambassadors program will bring a better tomorrow in Marsabit County.
I know with peace there's no conflict in Marsabit County.
As the August polls draw near, Bishop Peter Kariuki of Marsabit Catholic Diocese is calling for caution ahead of the general election.
We are glad that at last, even Marsabit, we can enjoy peace, and we hope that even the politicians, when they start the serious campaign, because now they are still aligning themselves, that they will not provoke the peace, that peace may reign, and that they should guide those, the electorate, to choose whoever they want in peace and freely and fairly without pressure.
Safi Godana, NTV in Marsabit County.